It's Amy, and I'm here with part 3 of 6 talking about what I do for entrepreneurs and professionals when you retain my company Beyond Commercial to help with your space needs. So, our first step was to determine your needs. The second step was to provide the options. Often provide. I actually pulled a real file today, and we actually just closed it out, and that's about how thick it ended up being. But when I provide the options to my clients, often I might have different spaces, and I make notes on the telephone conferences as we work, then have color code and save you all the work of going through all these things and feeling out the different opportunities. So step 2 is to provide you the opportunities, we discuss, and we figure out what makes the part based on those options. I also talk to the other side, the landlord's agents and selling agents, to figure out what work, and we figure out a list. So then I want to make sure everything is as efficient as possible, and we get through this process. So I'm not going to schedule one over here and one over here and one over here over multiple days. We give little options to the other side that, this is your block of time to get it done, and we usually will put together a map in a logical manner and to get all the showings done in a very efficient manner, and so we can go. Often when I do these, I put together folders for my clients so they can flip through corresponding to the order in which we're seeing the properties, all the different maps. And as we're going through that, so that we're as efficient as possible, I'm flipping to it here, I'm making notes, I'm making measurements, I'm getting all the different follow-up checklists so that we can narrow this to a short list and figure out what do we actually want to negotiate on. So I believe strongly in not doing the same thing twice. So if I have your time and your attention, I respect that very much. And so while we're together, I'm going to make sure to make very detailed notes, get all the information. I'm going to ask a lot of questions often when we see the spaces as well, to figure out from the other side. Some landlords, it's very important to them what they listed the price for is what they want. But, I try to get signals and information as to maybe what concessions they might make. Maybe they've expected for some time to put some money into this space. So this is all part of touring the properties, and we do it in a very efficient, thoughtful manner. Often, I just did a deal where we did a first showing of a space on, it was like December 7th. And here we are, and we are just into February. We had the lease signed in just over 60 days, and that was with Christmas and New Year's in between kind of holding us up. But, I made sure when we saw that first space on that day, with the other spaces, I took detailed notes. We narrowed things in. We figured out what made most sense for my clients, and so we were able to catapult into negotiations right away. So that's step 3 of the process. So next week I'll go over step 4, and so on and so forth. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know. Amy Calandrino here from Beyond Commercial, and you just enjoyed another Beyond Your Space Needs video blog.